It's Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Tom Cruise is running again.
You're gonna have to run again. Run!
Why is Tom Cruise running in Mission Impossible? It's why the bad guys always are ahead of him. Because he doesn't have a car. Tom Cruise should get a car because running is not the quickest way to getting to the point you need to get to. You're not Flash. Yeah, let's get one thing straight. I came into Mission Impossible Final Reckoning expecting Tom Cruise to defy gravity, logic, probably the laws of physics. What I didn't expect, a movie that defied my patience. It was mission impossible for me to stay seated in a boring exposition-filled 3-hour movie. It's just that it felt less like a high-octane action thriller and more like a TED Talk on espionage. What if we explained every single plot point twice, just in case the audience blink? Characters would be paused mid-chase to deliver monologues about the stakes, the villain's motivations, physiological implications of the AI, which this movie is about. AI taking over and killing all the humans because it's an entity that feels it's above humans. And that was explained a million times over what would happen if the president and Tom Cruise couldn't stop it. By the time they finished explaining why the world was in danger, I was like, cool. But can we get back to the part where Tom Cruise jumps off a cliff, hang glides on the plane? The trailer was better than the movie. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to talk about the... the trailer was better than the movie, but the rest of the movie felt oddly restrained, like it was saving its energy for a sequel, but that was the final one, so I don't know why they were saving it for. But it's like the filmmakers forgot that this is the last Mission Impossible, and not to include so much dialogue. And there's this ending. Oh boy. For the movie to be called Final, it didn't exactly go out with a bang. It's more like a polite wave or see you next time. The climax felt underwhelming, like they were holding back for the real fireworks or for the next installment. But I left the theater thinking, wait, that's it? That's how we're going to wrap up decades of death-defying stunts and convoluted plots? Tom Cruise did okay. Angela Bassett did okay. Some people kind of overreacted a little, acting way too scared, sweating, and it could have been a director. But at the end, Final Reckoning felt like a mission that didn't quite self-destruct. It fizzled out. But if you're looking for an adrenaline-pumping edge of your seat thrills that made Mission Impossible a household name, yeah, you might be disappointed. Just stay in, wait for streaming, because this isn't
mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, this isn't it. I just got to give it 2 stars, and that's the best I can do. And I just want to say this. It's a spoiler, so...
Things you need to know.
I don't want to know!
I'm just going to say it. I got to speak about the elephant in the room. Tom Cruise should have died. I mean, he's parachuting out of planes, and the parachute catches on fire, and he survives. He's underwater, runs out of breath, doesn't drown, gets brought back to life. This man has more lives than Jesus. Yeah, he should have died. That would have been the icing on the cake. That would have been the final reckoning. That if Tom Cruise died, the rest of the crew had to figure it out for themselves. And then when they save the world, they can all have a montage of all the times. You know, it could have been It could have been Tony Stark's in the Avengers. It could have been the end game, but you had to mess it up. So that's just my take. It would have been a better movie if we just let him go. But it's Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise doesn't die. It's just ego. Anyway, that's keeping it real.
Why did you do this? You know better, right? Why?